All right. Rude. See, that is just my life. That is how people are assholes when it comes to my road. Like my street is like ass. These people just like come in here like, driving. That was a motorcycle, I think. Actually, I mean, it sounded like a motorcycle. I could be wrong, because freaking cars, motorcycles sometimes sound the fucking same. I don't know anything about vehicles. I'm sorry. Um, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, SoresanCrockxen, and as the title says, this is potentially the last stream that we're ever gonna do, unless things are like somewhat calm. This obviously alluding to the fact that I will soon start work, and that shit's gonna get fucking crazy. My life is gonna get hectic as fuck. I uploaded a video like I said I was going to. What's up, janitor? How's it going? That's my boy janitor. He came in clutch. So it was pretty good. Today was stressful as fuck. I'll say that right now. Like I was asked. Okay, so like the company that I'm gonna be working for sent me this email, told me a bunch of shit I needed to take for the first day. And I have a lot of it done. Somewhere there. I have a lot of paperwork I need to do. What was it? I had to get my birth certificate, obviously, because apparently that's what they. I have my passport. I needed to do this background check shit, and I needed to do this drug test, and a bunch of other stuff. Like they just gave me a list of shit I needed to do. And one of the last things they asked me for, which was very recent, was it's like I guess like a criminal background check or some shit like that. I really don't know. It's basically it's like a certificate of conduct. It's like how like you have nothing in your past or shit that could cause problems and stuff. And like sure, whatever. I went. This is where it gets crazy. Yesterday, I went to the police station to do that, and then they sent me somewhere else because it was going to be not only free, but they actually get that a lot earlier. Usually, only takes them like a day or two. And so I go to the place, and because my driver, like, well, my driver's license is not from here, right? I still have my driver's license from the U.S. And like, honestly, I will admit, if I hadn't been lazy these past couple of years and just changed it, none of this would be happening right now. But today was stressful as fuck because the lady asked me to, for my driver's license number, but it had to be from, here, the driver's license from Puerto Rico. Because I didn't have it, I was asked to take it back and shit like that. And the worst, so this today, oh shit, I filled in the paperwork to get that done. I went to the doctor for them to do their freaking check or shit like that. And then I went to get it's like this, how would you even call that? It's like a stamp thing. It's like a sticker. It's like lawyer stuff. I don't know what the hell it's called. And then I had to go get that and go. I went to the DMV, which if you guys have ever been in the DMV, you guys know that is like the worst place in the world. That shit. I was there for like an hour and a half, just in line, just standing in line. Right, just standing in line, and then like I finally got to the front, and I told the lady, "Hey, I want to change my driver's license to the one here." I gave her the paperwork and gave her all the stuff that it was asking for. And all good, pretty good. And then I had a problem, right? Because my social security card, I basically had the same issues my sister did recently, where it doesn't have my full name, which just sucks. The way it works, because over here, right? Over here in a lot of Latin countries, we actually have two names. We have two last names. We have our first name, if you have a middle name, and then your dad's last name and your mom's last name. That's how our system works. So basically speaking, you have two last names. But because my social security card is from the U.S., it's just my first last name, which is not really like my full name. And because of that, it didn't match with my passport and my birth certificate, which is where the whole debacle came in. That's just a mess. And so I was like, shit. No, and then so she gave me she was a nice lady, you know. Honestly, she said, "Hey, I'm gonna take care of everything. All you need to do now is, you know, go change your social security card to get your full name. Come back, and then everything will be already in the system. So all you got to do is show them the new card, and then they'll finish processing everything, and you get your new driver's license." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I go to get my, you know, the card changed, and I was in the damn freaking place for like 3 hours. I was just terrible, guy. I was, fuck me. There was some freaking Korean drama on the TV. I was just bored. Like, I was watching it, but I honestly didn't care. I don't care too much about like that type of live action shit. And then like over here they do these crappy ass fucking like live, what is it, like live, well, not news shows, they're just like gossip shows, and they're just terrible. And like I was just sitting there with my phone trying to listen to music, wait, but I couldn't like have them both my headphones on because I obviously have to listen for when they call my number and shit like that. What's up, Nate? And so I was just there, just waiting for like 3 hours. I did the stuff, you know. They asked me for the information, they changed it, and they're like, "Okay, good, you're good to go. You'll get your card in 2 weeks." And I'm like, "Oh, great! Now I gotta wait 2 fucking weeks for that shit." And then I need the certificate for, you know, the 10th, which is when I start work. So what we're gonna do is I went to the police station where I was, and they gave me the paperwork. So all I got to do now is fill out the paperwork and then go back on Monday because their systems were down. And then now it's just a matter of. I also need to get my transcript. For some reason, I ordered that shit like a week ago, and it's still not here. I need to check tomorrow in my mailbox to see if it's gotten here because I need that. It's crazy. That's just my life. You know, it's just my life. So hopefully I'll get everything squared off before the day. Oh, thank you, Nate. I mean, I like I said, I'm gonna try my hardest to still be around, but like I can't make any promises because I don't know how. Like I still don't have my like, even though I start like in like a couple like 10 days, technically speaking, I still don't have my schedule. Like all I know is that there's two possibilities: it's either 8 to 5 or 9 to 6. And those are just gonna be long ass days, and I just don't know whether I'll have time or even the energy. Cause like today, right? Today I woke up at 7:30, and like when I got home, I actually tweeted it out when I got home. I was out that entire. Like I left around 8:15 or so from my house, and I didn't get back till when was it? Let me see. I was out doing all this shit for the longest time. Let me see. I was at 5, almost 5 or almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I got back home. It's crazy, but I did it. I did it. I mean, yeah, I know it's just life comes first, obviously. But I'm gonna try my hardest. Like Pokemon, I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna finish X, Y, and Z. That's just a fact. Like I'm just gonna do that. The thing is, I don't know. I don't know if I want to move Yokai Watch to the weekends, like have it out on Sundays and shit. I don't know. And the worst part about this whole debacle is because I'm still, even though I'm not going to be participating, and I knew for a fact I wasn't going to participate in the next season of the Legion League, I still have to upload those videos. So I'm not going to do the analysis and all that crap. I'm going to leave that to them. I'm only going to be uploading the matches. Excuse me. The matches as well as updating the table. So I'm going to keep track of the table. But that's background. So that's something I can just do in a day. Like not even a day, like an hour or so. I can just look at everything, make sure everything's good, and then do that and upload the table. I don't need all the time in the world to do that. But the matches, I need people to actually do them on time because I don't have all the time in the world now to get that shit done. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. But at least I'm gonna finish the Gen 6 anime. I'm gonna finish reviewing that. Tomorrow is Shota's battle. Yeah, tomorrow is Shota's battle versus Tierno. I'm not gonna care about that. Like I don't like the fact Tierno's supposed to be Ash's rival. What the fuck is he doing battling fucking Shota? That's stupid. That's like honestly, that's one of the weird things about the Gen 6. What is it? The one thing I really just don't understand about the league, because at least Gen 5 there was a shit ton of rivals. Like there was a shit ton of rivals. A lot of them were not that great developed in terms of development, but it made sense that some of them didn't battle, Ash because they weren't actual like, I guess main. I mean, they were rivals, but they weren't like main rivals, and there was too many of them. But this time he only has two. Well, three if you really count along, which I don't like to because he's not a gym trainer. But he only has two, which is Shota and Tierno. So why is he not battling his two rivals? I don't know. I don't know why they decided to be like, oh no, we're just gonna have Ash battle randoms when he has two rivals that he can battle. I don't even think he's ever fought Tierno. Now that I think about it, no, he did. The 3-on-3 with fucking Gudra and shit. Was it Gudra? I think it was Gudra. Or was that a double battle? I don't even freaking remember. And obviously the 3-on-3 with everybody. So I don't know. I mean, I will finish that. It's not. I mean, it's not like it's that long. I think there's only like 10 episodes. No, it's actually more than that. There's in the dub. I believe there's like 12 or 15 episodes left. So I'm just gonna finish that. I don't know how I'm gonna work with Sun and Moon because I know I'm gonna try to watch it because it's the concept interests me, but I don't know if I'll be able to actually review it and shit. But we'll see how it goes. I would say subscribe to you even if you quit YouTube because one day you might come back and do a lot. I mean, I definitely appreciate that. That's honestly, like I said, I'm still gonna try. Okay, like I'm still gonna try my hardest to at least upload something once a week. Like even after Gen 6 is over, because honestly, that's the only guarantee I have is X, Y, and Z reviews. That is the only thing I guarantee. And obviously Yokai Watch. I'm gonna see if I can start sneaking them in on Sundays and shit. But like anything else, I can't make any promises. Like I still have shit. Like I'm depending on how my schedule is, because I was able to do a lot of the things with the anime time. But the thing is, I think Naruto ended this week, and I still haven't watched the episodes. So I'm gonna see if I can watch the episodes tomorrow. And if this is indeed the finale of Naruto, I'm gonna make my Naruto video Sunday, and then, gosh damn my dog. I'll make the Naruto video on Sunday and then the anime time on Monday. And then I have the viewer Friday. The script is almost done. I'm gonna finalize finish the first draft and then see if I want to make any changes and then do the voiceover and shit like that. Because I am actually this viewer Friday is a top list to list video. And I actually scripted it this time just because like I wanted to do something awesome. And well, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, viewer Fridays will definitely still be I'm gonna try my hardest. Maybe like I'll have to go one of those things where people request videos and I just have to like record them that that weekend or some shit and then upload them the next Friday and stuff like that. Because I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my hardest. Don't you guys worry. I will try my hardest to be here and making content for you guys. Just know if I disappear for a while, you guys know why. I'm gonna take a bite of this real quick. Oh yeah. One of the worst things from today. Like I said, I woke up at 7:30. I left my house around 8. I did not eat. until, no joke, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went pretty much the whole day without eating. It was awful. Just terrible. But yeah. Also, my gaming life is gonna suck right now. My anime life is gonna suck. Gosh damn it! You know what sucks is that I have this anime time that I'm gonna upload on Monday. If this is indeed the finale of Naruto, if this is not the finale of Naruto, and there's still one more episode, I will upload the anime time on Sunday. So that's basically my plan right now. But I have that anime time. I mean, I'm almost done with another show, so I have to make an anime time for that. I got, so I don't have Fates, right? Final Fates, I still don't have it, and I'm sad. I'm gonna cry. I need to get a new 3DS eventually. I think that's the one thing that's holding me back is the fact that I still have my old 3DS, but I need a new one to get Fates so I can get more memory and shit like that. But I got Fire Emblem, like the one that came out on the Game Boy Advance, on my Wii U, and I've been playing it, and gosh damn, that's amazing. I love it. I've been stressed out because there's one level I've been stuck on. I've been restarting it. I'm not losing any people, man. And it's because, I don't know what it is, but that's definitely a thing that I'm gonna try my hardest to do. And I hope to beat it before I start work because it's gonna be terrible if I don't. Because then it's just gonna be sitting there in the back of my mind. Oh my gosh, you haven't beat this game. I hope that you don't suffer what I did because that was just terrible. I don't know. I liked it, and then I like X and Y started off pretty decently, and then I became the anti-hype reviewer, like just the anti everybody else reviewer, because I just could not, for the life of me, give a damn about this show. So I hope you don't have that happen to you, because I mean, obviously, don't dick ride and kiss ass to the creators of the anime if it is like a pile of steaming garbage. Be vocal. If there's something you see you don't like, say it. Because that's honestly one of my biggest problems with some of these reviewers. The fact that they just praise everything like it's fucking the best thing ever created when it's not. And you know what? I take pride in that. I take pride in the fact that I refuse to confirm. What the fuck is the word? To conform? Yeah, I think that's the word. I refuse to conform to this notion that just because the anime looks pretty, that it's perfect, because it's not. I honestly, like, I can't with some of these reviewers, man. Like the fucking one of the I watched one of these. I don't remember who it was, but I watched one of their videos recently, and they were just talking all kinds of shit about the way that Ash looked. Like literally, just that is the one thing they keep bringing up about the anime, the Sun and Moon anime. Ash looks like this, or hey, fucking oh hell, I saw John post a picture on Twitter. When was it? Like 3 days ago, where he was like, where it was the scene where Ash is in the desk looking at the teacher, and like literally face swapped his from the Sun and Moon visual like face to the X and Y face, and I'm like, bitch, that is literally your only complaint about this whole shit. Get the fuck out of here. The only stuff you're talking about is the animation. You're not talking about the quality of the show. You're just pissing me off. I fucking hate these people. Straight up. I haven't watched one of Jan's video in a while, and I'm sorry if you see this video later. I haven't seen one of your videos in a while, and I don't know where your mindset went. But you used to be just like those guys. You just should just praise the living hell out of everything and like would not accept the problems. It's terrible. Just like, oh yeah. I mean, I still remember that video we made, which I'm glad he was in there, but it still didn't help. Like, I understand. I understand that my views is the negative one. But you need to see that these are legitimate problems the show had. And that was back then. Like, I don't know what happened afterwards. Because I don't watch the other reviewers' videos because honestly I just don't give a crap. Their mindset is the same. I just can't care. So, but even Janitor did the same thing. The same thing. I called it. This is exactly what was gonna happen. I said it. When Sun and Moon comes out, Serena's not going. I've been saying this for a while. Serena's not going. I literally said when Sun and Moon comes out, these Amore shippers are gonna go two ways. One, they're gonna immediately hate on the Saga and the new girl, or start shipping Ash with the next person. And that is literally where the two camps are right now. Fucking stupid. And the problem, like, obviously, the ones who are hating on him, not only are they're just stupid, but the Amore shippers that switched up, there are already people shipping him with Lily. Jan's one of them. I know you are. I've been seeing your tweets. Scumbag. He's been shipping. People are already shipping Ash with Lily, which just shows that Serena. That just shows you don't care about Serena. And I know for a fact, like I know Jan was posting tweets about that because one of the other reviewers, I actually called him out on it. Oh, we're gonna kick you out of the group because you're basically betraying Serena. Serena's only quality is the fact that she likes Ash. She doesn't have anything else going for her. So if you're already shipping Ash with somebody else, the one thing that Serena had is no longer valuable, which means you never actually care about the character. You just care about the pairing that was going on at that point. Gosh damn it. Get out of here. I said get out of here. Jesus Christ. People freaking pop-ups and shit. I don't know. I just can't wait for this damn show to be over. I just hate Gen 6 so fucking much. The fans make it worse too. Like straight up. Like freaking Diamond and Pearl people weren't this bad. What the hell? You know the worst part about it? Some of these fucking like Gen 6 fucking kiss asses used to be fucking Gen 4 people. Like the worst, like there was obviously that camp of Gen 4s. The Gen 4 fans. They were just god awful. They were just awful. I'm being serious, they were just terrible. And they were all in that little bubble. It just pissed me off. Like, look, Gen 4 I still think it's just terrible. It's not the worst anymore. Gen 6 is definitely takes that freaking like a champ. Worst. But those Gen 4 people, I know for a fact that half of those are part of the new Gen 6 like machine that was created. The other half is still like the Gen 4 people that were like terrible back then are now struggling against the new Gen 6 mind fuck that is happening. I honestly feel bad for them, even though I used to fucking butt heads with all of them. They were betrayed. Look. I mean, obviously there's like, I mean, I can't like say I like those group of people, right? But I feel bad for them because they're dealing with these guys as much as I am. Granted, they don't get it as hard as those that don't praise Gen 6, like straight up just hate it. But they still get a lot of hate for that. Like, freaking, they're like, oh, Gen 4 is already old school and shit like that. It was just terrible. I feel bad for these guys. I really do. And look, Gen 4, I mean, I still think it's awful, but Gen 6 is just worse. I agree with them. It's honestly just god awful, and they just got to deal with it. It just sucks. All these fucking blind people just terrible. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know what to talk about today. I talked about a lot of stuff in the last stream. It was literally last week, so I don't really have a lot of new things to talk about besides the Fire Emblem. I'm pretty far on it. I think I'm like chapter 15 or 16. I'm around there. I'm pretty like in like the middle portion of the game. I'm assuming I'm in the middle portion of the game. Following like the awakening like time frame. I love awakening. I restarted a playthrough on there too, but then because I got this one, I put that one on hold. I mean, we'll see. I still don't know how this whole shit is gonna work because if he's going to school, like unless they do like battle classes and shit, I don't know how everything's gonna work. From what I've seen, like Lily's not gonna get a starter. Where the fuck is How? Actually, that's one of the things that I'm confused about. Where the fuck is How? They have not shown that man. If he gets, like, he has to get a starter too, right? If he shows up, I don't know. They need, like, that's actually a point. Is he even gonna show up in the game? I don't know. Where the hell is the female protagonist of Sun and Moon? Where the hell is the male protagonist of Sun and Moon? Actually, honestly, they need to start doing that. Show more of the like. I don't think we've ever seen the male protagonist besides Gold, who was known as Jimmy. God, I hate that name. I'm just kidding. I don't hate the word. I don't hate him. But like he wasn't. That's not his name. His name is. We even saw Crystal. Hell, and then we saw Lyra. But we didn't see. Heart. Like, where are these other characters, man? They need to show up. Like, fuck. We didn't get to see Ruby or Brendan. Freaking Omega. What is with these names, man? I don't know. They need to start showing these other characters. Like, I don't think we have ever. Like, we obviously saw Charon, but he was a rival. And we saw Bianca. But we didn't see. We even see any of the Gen 5 protagonists? Yeah, I mean, I know they show them in the movies, but I want like these people to like be in the show. Like, I like Ash is supposed to be red. Like that was his original intention. He's supposed to be red. What I mean, right now it looks like he's just supposed to be freaking. I wonder which one's gonna be Sun and which one's gonna be Moon. Because you know, technically, if you guys didn't know, the freaking characters, are the protagonists of the games are actually named after the game. So I wonder which one's gonna be Sun, which one's gonna be Moon. I'm assuming the boy's gonna be Moon. No, would the boy be Moon? I actually don't know. I can't pinpoint which one's who's gonna be Sun and who's gonna be Moon. But Ash is clearly the male protagonist. Like they just completely just did a copy paste of that. Like, get out of here. But yeah, so like show these other people. I want to see fucking some of these guys. Also, when the fuck is the Volcanion movie gonna come out? Because I haven't seen anything about that. Like I've actually been looking. They have not said jack shit about the movie. And like that's like the last one I gotta watch so I can do the fucking review. the hell? But yeah, Volcanion movie. There's that shit. Fucking, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. If it comes out super duper late, I'm probably not even gonna be able to watch it. I mean, it has to come out before Gen 6 is over, right? Why? I just don't know why they don't have a release date. Maybe 19. Let me see. So I haven't checked in a couple days. Let me see if they actually added one. Nope. Still no release date. It just says 2016. That does not. Uh, wow. Fun fact: this is the worst Pokemon movie ever in terms of grossing. It's crazy. You have a strong feeling Gen 8 will happen, of course, but can you wait till Gen 7's out? Honestly, like I'm gonna be straight up serious right now. One of the things that's bugging me right now about these people, look, nobody wants to move all past Gen 7 more than I do. Okay, because I'm not buying these games. I'm skipping Gen 7 unless they give me the fucking what is it? The idea that like I'm skipping Sun and Moon unless they tell me, hey, you have the option to turn off some of this shit, right? So I want the next games more than anybody else because I'm not buying these ones, but I'm still waiting for them to release them. There's people already like talking about the Gen 4 remakes. There's people talking about Gen 8. Hell, I saw somebody that was already talking about Gen 9. Bitch, Gen 7 hasn't even released yet. Give it a break. And that's coming from the guy who's not even buying the games. Would I use Sun and Moon Pokemon? Yeah, I'm not against, but I'm just against the games. I'm not gonna hate the generation. Well, yet. So yeah, I'm gonna use the Sun and Moon Pokemon in Showdown. That's the only place I'm going to use them. At least that's the plan right now. But of course, I would have to do research because I'm not, since I'm not buying the games, I won't know what does what or what has what. So I have to research these guys to see what they have and like who's cool and who's amazing and who's powerful and all that jazz. But I gotta wait. Yeah, I gotta wait for the games to come out. And I gotta wait for the Showdown to update and give me all the options of all the Pokemon are gonna be in there. My dog is annoying. User, oh well, thank you. I mean, I still don't. See, the thing is, I don't think the channel is really as great as like obviously you guys have your opinions on the channel and whatever, but I really don't think it's that great. I think my content is mediocre at best, bad at really bad at worst. That's one of my problems. I got to deal with this damn dog barking in the background of my videos. And while I appreciate that, I mean the fact that I'm also gonna basically be disappearing slowly, I don't see that happening. I actually don't know Like I was hoping, and we're close. We're still we're very close to get 500 subs by the end of the year. But because I'm gonna be disappearing, I don't even know if that's even possible. I really don't. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in my life. Oh God. Get out of here. Why are these people calling? The hell? I don't know. But yeah, like if I was obviously more active, maybe. The only time, see, I don't even know how it's gonna work. I'm still okay. So I'm still planning on making my anime, right? That's still a plan. But I need to talk to my buddy that's gonna help me write. We need to get in coordination. Be like, yo, can I do this? We can start doing that, and then obviously, since I'm getting a job, I'm gonna get money, which I can use as funds to find an animator, and then after that, it's just voice actors and music. But honestly, actually, the way I see it, I have a plan for the music. I have a plan. I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I have a plan. If I'm able to execute that plan, we'll be good to go. But yeah, I don't know. The voice actors honestly is gonna be the hardest part because then I have to find people to do the voices. Um, but I'm at this point in time, I'm more worried about having um, a soundtrack and visual. Because if I don't have the animation, right? If I don't have all that stuff, what the hell is the point? Um, and obviously the way I've been planning on doing it is to like if when the whole process starts, like obviously announce it to you guys, right? Hey, it's coming soon. Like no release date or anything like that, and then have us work on at least 5, 6, 7 episodes and release the first one, see how it does, and all that stuff, and then going. No idea. And I mean, like I said, I just gotta say, just wait. Just let Gen 7 come out. Let it have its time in the spotlight. Wait for Sun and Moon to like fade away, and then you can start worrying about the next games. Because right now, the only thing I'm waiting for is the Gen 4 remakes, and that's because I hate Gen 4, and I want to like Gen 4. I do, I really do, but I don't know. Granted, since it's going to be a remake, they probably can't change a lot, so I don't know how much better they can make it, but we'll see. Shit is delicious. Someone keeps sneaking in here. You can talk in the chat, mysterious viewer. Unless you can't, which I'm sorry if you can't. YouTube, man. You know, actually, speaking of YouTube, you know what's weird? Twitch. They just announced you can upload videos. And I was like, the fuck? Like Twitch is going after YouTube. It's happening. The war is gonna start soon. Creators are gonna start going. There's gonna be a huge divide. People who are already more streamers on Twitch than actual YouTubers. Right? I mean, they still upload YouTube videos, right, and stuff like that. But they're mainly Twitch streamers. I can see a lot of them just moving everything to Twitch. If they already have a large enough fan base on Twitch, excuse me, through streaming, but their YouTube audience isn't as big, I can actually see them just moving everything to Twitch, which is crazy. Like YouTube, especially with the whole issues that have been going on right now with YouTube, with the whole YouTube Heroes and the fucking like copyright bullshit that's been happening for years, and the fucking demonetization crap that's been going on. Like, this is some serious shit. Like, Twitch is coming. Obviously, I don't stream on Twitch. I mean, I technically kind of can't because I don't have the internet power to do it. But some of these people, this is gonna be huge. Like this. I mean, obviously, because it might not. Excuse me. Depending on how Twitch's policies work, what kind of video content you can make. Because remember, they're a streaming site for gaming. So obviously speaking, if you don't like, maybe you're a vlogger on YouTube, but you stream games, can you still vlog on Twitch, or are they still strictly just gaming videos? Because if it's like that, then I guess some of the people will still be on YouTube. But some of these gamers who just upload gaming content on YouTube, which is still, I think it's still one of the bigger like genres in the YouTube space. If some of them start moving to Twitch, shit's gonna get like, well, it's kind of like a double. It's kind of good and bad because it gives options and opportunities to those to other content creators that are on the bottom that just can't like rise up because all this fucking gaming competition and shit, and the fact that that's all anybody watches. They might have a chance to step up their game and be like, hey, I'm here. But at the same time, it's gonna hurt the overall website, because all these now people that used to get like millions of views are no longer here, which means that ad revenue is gone because they went to Twitch. So I don't know. This is gonna be fucking crazy. Pokemon Plus and Minus or Pokemon Peace and War? What would work better for the Gen? Why are we still talking about Gen 8? I can never see them putting anything like war or like violence related in the title, ever. I just don't think they ever would do that. So, but yeah. So Twitch is coming, and with Twitter also like allowing videos now. Like I remember I posted a video not too long ago. Shit, like damn, YouTube, their competition is coming. YouTube is in danger, especially with all the flops they've been doing. Watch out, man. Obviously, this is the only thing. I mean, I still post on Twitter, but I would never post a video on Twitter. So I don't have. I have more followers. I have more subscribers on YouTube than I do on Twitter. And I don't stream on Twitch, so I can't like. There's no fan base there. Plus the fact that I still don't have the equipment to actually like stream gaming stuff. So that's the thing. Well, it's gonna be freaking intense. Also, I gotta say, this whole YouTube hero shit is kind of like a mess. one of my favorite YouTubers have been like constantly hitting recently. This whole week was shit. Freaking, what was it? Philip DeFranco. Nah, man, he's been getting hit like crazy. I'm pretty sure if I remember, he said like all his videos this week were demonetized. Bullshit. I'm surprised I haven't got hit yet with all my cursing and shit. Maybe it is the tags. Because I don't really write too many tags. Like most of my tags literally is just like the title of the video. Like, well, like if it's a review, well, I do like review. If it's an Pokemon, well, obviously I write Pokemon and then X, Y, and Z. And then when I do the Viewer Fridays, I literally just write Viewer Fridays, Anime Times, Anime Time, Anime Reviews. Like I don't really like freaking, my tags aren't really crazy. Like even with the league stuff, it's just league. Like the Leagues in League season, whatever, and all that crap. Like I don't really like, my tags are pretty much short. Like actually, like the quitting YouTube video. Apparently it has it has tags. It has like it says source, my name, YouTube, work, and new job. Like that's literally all. That's my tag. So I don't know. Maybe maybe the tags are something that that affect it, because I mean I cuss a lot in my videos, like a shit ton. I'm doing it right now. I have not been flagged yet. I'm still waiting for some of these YouTube heroes to come in and look at my reviews of Yokai Watch and like try to flag me so I can like laugh in their faces. It's not the episode. No shit, it's not the episode. You lied. Where's it? Where's the lie? It literally says what I'm doing. These people are idiots. Like that's one of my biggest problems. See, Yokai Watch. Look. I have a love-hate relationship with the show because there's a lot of crap in there that I just don't give a damn about. But the fandom, like not all the fandom, but like a lot of the fandom is just a bunch of fucking little kids who think they're all that just because they cuss in the comments and they try to insult people when they're the ones that look like morons because they're like, oh hey, you know, I can't read that it says review in the title. I hope they add gold, silver, and crystal for 3DS virtual console. I still have the games. I don't need them. It's the same problem with when they released the Gen 1 games. I have the originals. I don't need to buy a new one. So because they're not changing anything. I don't even know if they like. I mean, maybe bug fixes and shit, but like for the most part, it's still the same game. So like, I'm not gonna repurchase games I already have. Obviously, there are people who've never had those games because they're new, they're young, and they weren't around them time period. It works, but I really don't care because I already have a game. Also, how are you gonna be releasing those games but still make the new generation's ass? Like that shit was, I mean, granted, that was back when we were kids. But that actually doesn't even work as an argument. Some of those games were hard. Fucking Gen 2 was still bullshit. Hell, I still remember fucking Wallace, this dumbass, in Gen 3. That man was an asshole. That's damn fucking melodic. Gen 1 had his problems too. Fucking Sabrina was a bitch. those games were hard. Obviously nowadays, you know better, so you're probably be able to do them a lot better. But the difficulty's still there. Why? Why would you release these games, right? To frustrate, right? With the way, oh, we gotta streamline, make it easier for the new people, the new kids. But you're still gonna release these old ass games that were hard as fuck. You're gonna torture these kids by having them play these games. Maybe they do that on purpose. Be like, see, you can buy the new ones. They're a lot easier than the old ones. Fucking Game Freak, man. Can't be serious. You can't be re-releasing the old games when they were hard as fuck. I mean, they weren't hard as fuck. Like, obviously, when you were a kid, you didn't know shit. But they were hard. They're not like new ones. New ones are easy as fuck. Hell, my little sister got her first Pokemon game. She got Pokemon X. And she also said it was too easy. I mean, she still liked it because it looked pretty. But she still said it was easy. So, you can't be doing this game for you. You can't release back when you actually try to be a difficult game, try to be an RPG that was hard, to releasing this cutie shit. X and Y's gym leaders, like fucking Wolfric, only had 3 Pokemon. Right? I think he only had 3 Pokemon. Maybe 4. I don't remember. And your entire Elite Four, they only had 4 or 5 Pokemon each. The champion didn't even have a full team. And they were so under. Not only did you give us the experience share, which is broken as fuck, the opponents were like 10 levels lower than you. What the fuck? I didn't even use the experience share and have the game. I used it in the first like couple games. But my team was still like 15 levels higher than Danthus. Like, what the hell? Nice. I need to get back to the soloing, man. Me and Dork were talking, but we just haven't had time. Like, we've been scheduling, but then something happens. It's crazy. I want to get that. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna finish. I don't think we're gonna finish it before I start. Unless I just upload like 5 episodes a week, which is impossible. Because editing that fucking thing, because it's so long and it's because I have to like sync everything. It's a bitch. I can't do it. I got most I could probably do like 2 episodes a week, but I just can't do it. I got an email. Get out of here. Trash. Yum. Bakeries are bomb. I was here. Because bakeries here are like, technically speaking, they're like not only bakeries, but they're also dessert shops. And everything's made right there. It's just. I got this before I got home. Now I'm eating it in front of the camera. I'll call you guys. You don't. I'm just kidding. That would have been too crazy, too hard, too not just mean. That's just rude. No, but this one is delicious. Have you ever go to Puerto Rico? You go to a bakery. Try some of the sweets, cause like that's like the thing about us. We're all about the sweets. As a country, or just in general, as a country, we're all about the sweets. Like every Latin American country has like their own thing. Mexico's all the spicy shit. What is it? Cuba's all about the bitter stuff. We're all about sweets. There's been a lot of rumors that the NX is supposed to be a hybrid. Yes, and I'm interested to hear more about it, but Nintendo just won't say shit. And the problem is, that console, right, is supposed to come out in March or April. We still don't know shit. They have not said a single thing about it. They're not going to France. They're not going to the fucking Paris game show. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Except for themselves, obviously. And all the fucking people that have had dev kits. All these like third-party companies. Oh yeah, it's a really cool machine to work for. Give us more, damn it. Obviously they can't say anything. Because they'll get sued by Nintendo. Which in hindsight would probably make Nintendo look even worse. But like shit, Nintendo, fuck. You've basically been talking about this shit for like 2 years. And we still don't know jack shit about it? Come on. Look, okay. Let me say this. I do not I don't care if they don't mention the hybrid mechanics or the specs. I want to see what the thing looks like. Right now, that's what I care about. Obviously, you can tell me about the specs later, and what whether it is a hybrid or not, or what the mechanics are, how the controllers are. You can tell me all that shit later. I want to see what the shit looks like. What's up, hamster girl? You haven't missed much. You've been talking while I'm eating sweets and shit. Because I'm a jerk and I'm eating in front of you guys. I'm terrible. I went to the bakery before I got home. And I just got, like, sweets and I've been eating them. But we did talk about YouTube versus Twitch. And how Twitch is now incorporating videos. I didn't read the full article. So I don't know if it's just gaming videos. Or if it could be any kind of video. And just a couple things here and there. And right now we're talking about the NX, that Nintendo doesn't want to reveal anything about it. It's pissing me off. Yo. Yeah, what is it? It's Mario Run? I think it's Super Mario Run or something like that. I don't play mobile games. I have Pokemon Go. And I did get I did get the Kingdom Hearts game that's on the iOS, but I still haven't beaten that. But like, I mean, I really don't. I mean, it's cool that they're getting into the mobile market, because it's obviously a market they've never been in. So it could, technically speaking, help in their profits. But I don't know if I would play a run game. I've never really liked those. I can't wait to see what the Zelda one's gonna be like, because I know they mentioned something about that. There's gonna be a Zelda game on the iOS. I'm really interested to see what they do with it. Like, straight up, the Sun and Moon anime has a lot of similarities to the Orange Island anime. No. Ashley's going to school, not collecting badges. Yeah, they did mention that, but I don't. They haven't really said what it is. Because I mean, I think they're planning on waiting to see how Mario does. I think when does it come out? I forget. I know they gave a release date for the Mario one, but I don't remember when it comes out. But I know that they're waiting for that to come out and see how it does for them to like start working on, or at least talking about the Zelda one. But I don't know what it's gonna be like. Okay, so December. I mean, I might check it out. I might download it just to see how it is. I'm probably not gonna keep it because I'm just not really a fan of those type of games. But I know that for a fact they want to see how well it does and how if they can actually reach a market. To start, releasing the Zelda stuff, which is intrigues me. If it's a Zelda running game, I swear to God, can't do this to my man Link. And that one I actually would be interested about. Excuse me. I'm actually interested to see what the hell they're gonna do. Because like Mario, it works, right? You just run across. It's a platformer, it works. You can do that because Sonic did that. But Zelda's an adventure puzzle dungeon game or franchise, not game, franchise. So I don't know how they're gonna be able to incorporate that into an iOS game, unless they do one of those like scrollers where you just tap place. Like it's like you tap here and then your character moves there. Maybe you have to swipe on the screen for him to swipe his sword, and then you gotta press a button, one of those little button icons to shield or something, and then there's like a menu you have to tap on to like use your item. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm definitely interested to see what they can do. As long as it's not a freaking Zelda running game, we'll be fine. Because that's not Zelda. Also, I've been wanting to talk. Like I saw the Generations episode that came out today. I have a lot of problems with it. The fuck is this Dragon Knight? Did you guys watch it? I don't want to talk about it if you guys haven't seen it, because then it's gonna be spoilers. But oh my gosh, like I liked it, but oh my gosh, it was no, you can't be serious. Actually, I do want to check that real quick. Let me see. Not the episode, just real quick thing. Okay, so that one just makes no sense then. Let's see. Will it say anything about it? I don't think they'll say anything. They don't do that for characters. No. Nope. Yeah, there's something there is something that kind of bothered me about it. Well, two things actually, but I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. I definitely recommend you guys. I mean, look, I've been having somewhat of fun time with Generations. Some of them, I mean, like, what this was the third episode or the fourth one? I don't. What was the hell was the third one? Because I didn't like the first one. The second one was the one. Oh, okay, okay. See, the third one was the one with Blue. I didn't care. I really did not like the first one. The second one was pretty good. I didn't like the ending though because it kind of said something stupid in there that goes against the freaking lore they built up in their freaking 20 years. The third one was okay. I kind of wanted more. This fourth one was pretty decent. I don't know. That's one of the problems. Like, why are they shorts? The thing that really hurts Generations is the fact they're so fucking short. Like, if they were like full length episodes to tell one story, it would be fine. I probably would still be upset because then you can't really connect them together because they're all mini series, mini shorts, and they're supposed to be different things. But like, I don't know. They're really. I mean, if they create a secondary anime, I'll go for it. Give me a full Origins series, like everything, straight, just everything. Because I want to see freaking Gold. I want to see Ruby and Sapphire. I want to see freaking Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Platinum is gone, by the way. For those of you guys who don't know the manga terminology, actually, they should just. I'm being serious. They need to just fucking. Well, I don't even know why I'm pointing there. I have them on the other one. They need to just animate the manga. Just get the manga, get adventures. Just grab adventures and make an anime with that manga series. Like, create an actual anime for them. I would watch that shit like no, in a heart. And it needs to be like the manga. Like, straight up. Like, this is gonna be like the dark, edgy anime for the older crowd. I wanna see fucking it needs to be that red. I'm so sick and tired. Like, look. I have nothing against Fire Red. Okay? Nothing. But I'm sick and tired of people calling him Red. That's not the real, like, there's like 3 Reds. There is the one that was it 3? Maybe there's a 4th one. I know personally of 3 different Reds. There's that Red from Fire Red, the one that was in Origins as well as in Generations right now. There's the Red from Adventures manga, which is the first Red, the badass Red. The one that people compare to Ash all the fucking time. Right? Well, the one they're trying to compare him to all the fucking time. And then there is the Red from the Clefairy storyline, where it's a Red, it's like goofy Red, and he gets a Clefairy as a starter, and all that jazz. I'm pretty sure there might be a 4th one, but I don't remember it right now. But I know those are the 3 main Reds that I know of. And I want a story based around the OG Red. Well, I can't say the OG Red because the first one, I think the first one that came out was the one with the Clefairy. The Red that came out in Adventure, because that one is the badass Red. Fuck the Fire Red because, I mean, sure, they gave him the Fire Red story and like he became champion and caught all the Pokemon, blah blah blah. But the badass Red, like, this man got into fights. This man, like, these people, Pokemon are fucking dying. Honestly, that would be a little harsh for like kids to watch, which is why you advertise it as an older crowd, dark, edgy, and then you have the Ash story. So you can have 2 separate animes, one for the kids and one for the hardcore fans that follows the story of the manga. we're gonna see a fucking Arbok get chopped up in half by a Charmeleon. I'm sorry. This is the inner like the other Pokemon fandom. Like I've actually been really into the manga recently. Like I didn't used to read it because I've always wanted physical copies, but that's never gonna happen. So I've just been reading it online. I do have some volumes, but I want this shit. Okay, been reading this shit, and this shit is fucking hype. It's dark, obviously, though, so that might be a little. That might turn off the people from Pokemon from making it. But you gotta take risks. You have an older fan base that wants this, and you have to follow. You have to use the same look. I want to see that red. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. I have never understood this. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's manga is what the term is in Japan, but yeah, it's basically the comic books. Get a picture. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that. I guess this is the best I can do. Just real quick, so you guys can see it. This is red. This is the badass red. He's got his freaking. He's got Pika, and he's got Polly, and he has Solar. This is the red. This is the red I want. I wonder if it's actually showing. I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not. Let me see. Anyways, I hope it showed. I'll actually see it. But yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, okay, it showed. That is the red I want to see. This man is a badass. He's amazing. It's fucking Snorlax. That's fucking powerful. Gets a goddamn Aerodactyl, and he blows people away with his damn Venusaur. I want to see that red. I want to see that red. In the Sun and Moon games, the only people you can actually battle are like gym leaders at the Kahunas, and so far there's only 4 islands, and each island I want them just like. Okay, but that's in the games. You said the anime, and the anime is nowhere near the same. All the Kahunas are in the school. All 4 of them are in the school alongside Lily and Ash. They're all in class. Actually, well, obviously, like, what the hell? I don't remember this man's name. I think it's Hal. Is that his name? No. The fucking. What the hell is his name? I know how is how. That's the okay. That's him. What the hell is the freaking? I'm pretty sure I could have sworn it was Howl or something like that. Hmm. Hala. That's what it was. Hala. Hala is the only one that's not in there, but all the other four are in the school. But Hala is an old ass man, so I'm expecting him to be a teacher. I haven't said his name wrong. It's Hala. He's the only one that wasn't in the trailer, and I'm assuming he's gonna be a teacher. All the other four are students, so they're not the same. Research, man. Yeah, Google. Google saves lives. All Google will take over the world. Just watch. One of these days, Google will take over the world, and we are the ones to blame. Isn't that weird to think that one company has been freaking dominating everything? I mean, Apple has the mobile market, so I mean, actually, they don't really like have the mobile market, but it's like kind of split even. Like, oh shit, Keldeo's out. I need to get Keldeo then. Oh shit, I need to watch Danganronpa. Probably gonna do that later. I'm sorry, I wasn't talking. I was like looking at something. I need I need to watch Danganronpa. I completely forgot about that. That shit's almost over too. If you guys haven't seen that franchise, watch it. Like it is. It's interesting. I can't say it's amazing. It's not like I can't because it's really a show or a series that its tastes like I don't know how to explain it. Okay, because like it's a murder. I made a review about it. You guys can watch. That review's old though. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did a good job. Um, but that I really liked the first season. But now I'm watching the prequel season that came out. It's that I think ended today. I think today was. I mean, I don't have the freaking. I don't have what the hell's it called. I don't have an account like an actual like account. Um, I'm not. I don't have a paying account. I have a pro. How the fuck do you say it? I'm on Funimation. Gosh damn. I have a profile on there. I do have like but I don't pay. So I can't really like watch the newest episode. So I've been waiting for last week's episode to go live for me to watch it so I can watch it. And then next week I can watch the finale. I honestly the one thing I don't know I want to do is if I so I'm gonna watch this obviously. I'm gonna watch this later. I also need to watch the fucking Naruto. Oh, fuck my life. So I gotta watch this, right? And then next week watch the other one. But I don't know if I should review that one separate from the sequel story because what they did with Danganronpa is they released the first season a long time ago. It was called Danganronpa the Animation. It was 13 episodes. 13 episodes. I watched them. Watched them all the way through. And then they came out, and I actually didn't find out till later. And they basically did a parallel series. You had the prequel story and the sequel story were being released simultaneously, like at the same time. But I haven't watched the sequel because I want to stay away from it until I watch the prequel story, so I don't get like everything jumbled up in there. Because they're two different casts, there's two different characters and stuff like that. So I wanted to finish the prequel story, but I don't know if I want to do a review of just the prequel story and then another one of the sequel story, or if I want to do like a mix of both. But obviously, as soon as I finish this one, I'll decide whether or not. Because as soon as I'm done with the prequel story, I'm gonna start watching the sequel story. And then depending on what I see, I'll judge whether I should just watch or I should just review them separately or wait till I finish the whole thing. But this season has been fucking crazy. Like, gosh damn, I love it. I love it though. I personally love it. But I know for a fact it's not a show that everybody like. The first season that came out, like the I guess it would be like the middle story. It's drastically different from the prequel story, but I understand why it's like that because it's the events that lead to. It's basically the events that lead to that story. So it makes sense why this one is not the same because things weren't like this always. So I'm really, gosh damn, so I love this series. Gosh damn. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. But I definitely recommend watching it. Like if you haven't had a chance, depending on which one you want to do, whether you want to watch the original, the first season that came out before you watch the prequel and the sequel, or you can watch the prequel and then the first season and then the sequel, like whatever. I can give you links, basically said. But I definitely recommend you guys watch it. Like straight up, just do it because it is. If you don't mind, and see the thing is, like I would be like, oh, if you don't like blood, don't watch it. But the thing is, they don't. Right? It is blood. There are people are dying, but for some reason they. I guess it's just a visual thing. The blood is pink. I guess it's pink or it's either pink or magenta. I really can't tell the color. It's been like that the whole time though, so it's never been different. But I guess like it doesn't look like real blood, even though you're gonna know it's real blood. But some of these people fucking die in the worst possible ways. I'll say that right now. It has a certain, you need a certain taste to watch it, I guess you could say. You don't like, and it's not that it's gory, because it's not gory, because it's just fucked up shit. Like it's supposed to make you feel bad, like sick to the stomach. I still hate, like I love what they did, because I honestly, one of my biggest problems with the first season was the fact that I didn't get the how do I say this? I didn't get the motivation behind the villain, right? The one that eventually was shown to be the bad guy. I never really got the motivation behind her, and I still kind of don't. But oh my god, the shit she does. I mean, they kind of explain what her whole deal is in the prequel story. But she's a fucking bitch. I just spoiled you guys some. Whatever. No, I'm just saying, like, she's a fucking bitch. I love it. I hate her so much. I love the fact that they made this character like this. And seeing what she does here is just I don't get it. Why is she allowed to roam free? This bitch should be in a mental institute. Jesus. But I like what they did with her because it really gives you not only the motivation to hate her in this story, but it makes you understand her more in the first season and gives you a reason to hate her there. So, Pokemon Yellow is the only game that has a lot of similarities to the very first season of the Pokemon game. Yes. Yes, it is. Because they intentionally made it like that. They're like, we're going to make this just like the show. Kind of. I'll be right back. I need to get more water because I ran out. So give me a second. I is back. I'm coming. Hold on. Almost there. Hi. It's on my hand. The hell? I is back. Officially. You can see my face. I need new headphones, man. These ones are all fucked up. Like this side doesn't work. My eyes here. Drink water, guys. Water is amazing. Just drink it. Drink its goodness. Let me see. Actually, now that I think about it, hold that thought. Like, this is what I think you should do. Watch the first season without watching the prequel, because I'm gonna say this right now. If you watch the prequel story, the surprise factor of the first season won't be there. I definitely think you should do it that way. Watch this first season. Watch the first season of the show, and then watch the prequel, because it'll ruin the surprise, right? It'll ruin the thing that made the first season great is the fact. I mean, you can kind of have an idea. I didn't catch on to it. I was just stupid when I first watched it. I was stupid. When I watched it the second and third time, I was like, "Oh, okay. See, now I can, yeah." So like, I definitely recommend you guys watch the first season, like Danganronpa the animation first, and then go with the prequel story, and then the sequel, or the sequel and the prequel, whichever one you want to do. But I definitely recommend you watch the first season first, just so you don't ruin the experience. of the first season. Because I think, honestly speaking, if you watch the prequel story first, you're gonna ruin this first season for yourself. At least now that I think about it really carefully, it definitely will. Unless you don't care, which is another thing. I'm over here like trying to force you guys to watch this show, you know. It's not for everybody. How long have I been streaming? For an hour? Ew. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh no, 2 hours. Never mind. I've been streaming for 2 hours? Damn. I don't know. I guess the floor is yours. Like, if you guys want me to continue, let me know. If you don't, I can just stop right here. I wanna. It's up to you guys right now. Like, should I continue the stream? Should I end? Do Q&A? All that stuff. Blah blah blah. You know how it goes. You know how that goes. Oh, fine, hamster girl. I'll choose. Now, see, Nate wants to continue the stream. See, remember, hamster girl. This channel is you guys's. Obviously, now it's gonna be my option whether I'm able to upload a video. Oh, well, not my option. It's gonna be whether I can upload a video or not. So technically speaking, that's out of your control, but it's also out of my control. But realistically speaking, this channel is still yours. You guys are the ones that determine what I upload or what I don't upload. I mean, so there's still things I will upload just because I want to, like league stuff. I know a lot of people watch them. Not a lot of people watch the Elysian League stuff, but I enjoy making those videos. So you guys are gonna be still watching them if they do their shit correctly. You guys gonna be stuck with that. Like you're not. Well, it's fine. I mean, Nate already said it. We're continuing the stream for a while, a little bit longer. But right now, the floor is yours. Basically speaking, like I really can't think of anything else to talk about. Like I'm looking around. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. I pretty much just talked about everything I need to talk about. I didn't even bring my list. I didn't even bring a list this time because I just did not think there was gonna be enough for me to talk about. Hell, because I started so late, I didn't even think people were gonna show. Oh yeah, I guess I could talk. There's a lot of video. There's two big videos coming out soon. One of them is gonna take me a while because I have to do a lot of stuff for it, a lot of research. Well, not research. I need to get a lot of stuff for it. And then this Friday, not today, next Friday, we're gonna have a viewer Friday for Anonymous. This is an anonymous person. It's gonna be on the starters, not a Sun and Moon. Pokemon starters. It's kind of like it. I guess I mean it's just a hint. I'm just gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna do it's listing the starters as my favorites, least favorites to favorites. But I didn't do it a top 10. Like I actually went following the footsteps of the awesome and amazing Tamashi, where she did like a ranking system of the generations. So I'm kind of following her footsteps. And that's the video. I think it's gonna look great. I'm still in the middle of writing the script, but I'm almost done with it. The first rough draft, and I'm gonna see if I can edit some things here and there, and blah blah. And then I can start recording voiceover because I'm actually gonna do voiceover. Yeah, so that's why I need the script because I want the voiceover. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Would you get the Sun and Moon games? No, I'm still not They still haven't addressed the thing I have an issue with. Until that gets resolved, I'm not buying the games. This script, guys. I hope you guys. I really hope you guys like that video. And then not then the other video that I'm gonna be making is the video that I wanted to make. Like nobody asked me to make it or nothing like that. But I want to do my top 10 favorite Smash 4 players. So and that one requires a script too. That was gonna take a lot of time because I need a lot of visuals. I need an intro card for it. I need. It's a lot of. I just need a lot of. That video is gonna be hard as fuck. Like when you guys watch that video, just as a heads up, it's probably gonna be my most worked on edited video in my life because how much shit I'm doing there. What is your favorite? What is your favorite? What is your past fave Pokemon game? I've always been a fan of the Gen 3 games. That's like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then obviously you have Oras, which is like the complementary of them. I just love the Hoenn play. Like Hoenn just is just to me my favorite place. Like out of all the regions, if I was gonna live in one, it's definitely Hoenn because there's not only there's the variety of places you could go, and except for snow, but I don't like the snow anyways. I don't like it when it's cold. Plus the fact that not only is it's an island nation, like me, like where I live. I mean, I know that Kanto's like that too, but then you gotta stick Johto in there. Snow. I mean, Johto's fine and whatever, because I mean that's where my favorite Pokemon's from. But no, I would not like to live in any other places. Fucking like I would rather have like fucking Team Rocket. They're a bunch of assholes. Team Magma and Team Aqua, yeah, they have their issues, but you got fucking Rayquaza. Like fuck. I'm just kidding. I just always enjoyed the Hoenn games. Like if it's Hoenn, I'm more likely gonna like it, just in general. So. Yeah. Bam. Oh my gosh, I have the Explorer, the Explorer song, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers song in my head. I was playing it like the other day. I was just playing around with it. Like I wasn't really, like actually playing, but I was just like messing around. See, Explorer Saga is still the hands down the best one. I just like I replayed a little bit of the hell was it? Super Mystery Dungeon. And while it's still pretty decent, it just doesn't surpass fucking Explorers. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I'm more of a side game person. I tend to enjoy the side games a lot more than the main series. Is that weird? I think it's weird. I loved the Ranger games. Like straight up, I loved the Ranger games. I know a lot of people didn't. I personally loved the Ranger games. And then what else? Coliseum, XD Guild of Darkness, G, Fuck, the Mystery Dungeon series. For the most part, I mean, it does have a you know, What the hell was it even called? Dream Drop? No, no. What the fuck was it called? It's the first one that came out for the 3DS. I'm gonna look it up. See, I completely forgot. Gates of Infinity. That's what it was. Fuck that game. That's the only one that tainted the franchise. I mean, I didn't play the ones that came out in Japan, obviously, because they were Japan exclusive, which was like the lightning, the water, and the grass or fire. I don't freaking remember. Like, I didn't play that one because it was obviously Japan only. But fuck that game, man. Gates of Infinity was trash. I've also enjoyed the Rumble games. I still have Stadium in there. Stadium isn't the greatest, but you know it's fun time. I still love the mini games. What else? Oh, I still remember Pikachu Dash. It was not that great, but I had fun. I have yet to try Conquer. I wanted to buy that, but I never did. I didn't care for the puzzle games, so Chose went out the window, and so did Picross. Fuck that. I don't need no damn Candy Crush Pokemon edition. I wonder what attractions they would use in a Canada-based Pokemon region. I'm not from Canada. I don't know. I don't know what you guys have. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Like definitely one of my favorite Pokemon games is the Explorer Saga. Like the Mystery Dungeon Explorer series. It's amazing. I still have them too. I think I don't have one of them. I had all three, but I gave one to one of my friends because he really wanted to try that. I was like, here you go. In hindsight, I mean, I still have Explorers of Skyward. Is definitely the best of the three. I was actually thinking about restarting a new profile, but I don't know. It kind of scares me. All that progress, all that work, but it's just amazing. It's an amazing game. Honestly, if you played Super Mystery Dungeon and you have not played the Explorer series, play the Explorer series. Like that is how like besides the 3D, okay, because it doesn't have 3D. Besides that, it is definitely the best of them. Had you tried Pay You Pikachu? I heard it's hard. I do have it. Let me see. It's all fucked up. Okay, it's all fucked up, but I do have it. It's fucking old as hell. I still have the mic. I don't know if it works anymore. But this shit is a relic. This thing is fucking old as fuck. I would plug it in, but that would require me moving my setup. I don't want to do that. So this, I mean, it was. I could show you guys my 64. It's not plugged in, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I had Pokemon White 2 and Pokemon Red Rescue Team 2. I mean, Gen 5, good, awesome. Red Rescue Team is cool. Like I said, I definitely recommend trying out the Explorer series. And if you have a chance, definitely go buy more Pokemon games, especially some of these sites. Let me show you guys my 64 because it's fucking amazing. Put this back where it goes. Okay. The Niagara Falls waterfall would be a great tax and unconnected. Yep, it could be. All right, so I need to clean it, obviously, because it's pretty dusty as fuck. But this is my Nintendo 64. Let me unravel the fucking controller and shit. So you can actually see the full thing. It's fucking dusty as fuck. I definitely need to clean this shit. Okay, so this is my Nintendo 64. I said it's fucking dusty as fuck, but it is amazing. All right, so ready? This is my 64. Yeah, Pokemon Pikachu Nintendo 64. The Pikachu. You turn it on. His cheeks light up. Got yellow in the back, blue in the front. Little Pokeball. This is the controller, the main one. This is my controller. This shit still works, by the way. Like if I plug it in right now, it will turn on and it will play. But it's amazing, isn't it cool? I got this shit years ago. It's amazing. I got lucky too because like when we went out to buy it, like honestly, I don't even remember. There was like it was the Donkey Kong one. And there was another one. Uh, there was like 3 character-based ones, and we were so lucky that they actually still had one of these available. And then we got it, and it's I treasure it. Treasure it. No, nothing else. And like I said, it still works. If I plug it in right now, it will turn on and it will play. Obviously I never actually bought any. Well, no, I didn't buy because I didn't have money. I was a child back then, but I never actually got like the freaking pack that goes in the back for any of my controllers. It's pretty amazing. I love it to death. Still works just fine. I just have to clean it, dust it off and shit like that. I'm gonna put it back. It's freaking amazing. I love it. I love the thing. Yay. I mean, oh crap. All right. So remember, it's up to you guys. Have you done any 64 games plays? Have you? Wait. Have I ever done any playthroughs of 64 games? No. I mean, all I've done is. See, the thing is, I don't have capture card. I've always wanted a capture card so I can do gameplay videos, but I don't have a way to do that. Um, right there. But I don't know. Like the thing is, because of how everything's gonna happen now, if I do eventually get a capture card, I mean, obviously since YouTube's gonna is gonna go in the back burner. I don't know whether like it'll be, what is it, economically an option to invest in a capture card, but I still want to because there's been, like, if I do get the NX, right? If the NX comes out and it has that option, like, I would love to not stream, play games. But I don't know. Anyways, yep. I have 2 water bottles right now. They're both open and shit. Stay. If you were 10 and the real world is a Pokemon world, would you go on a Pokemon journey? Are we assuming like the anime version, or are we talking about just Pokemon exist in this world? Because if Pokemon exists in this world, fuck no, right? Like if it was just Pokemon being in our world, I would not do it because fuck, just this planet, like shit just goes crazy. Now, if we're assuming that it's this world, just like an alternate version that is just like the way the anime and the games are, then yes. But if it's just Pokemon existing in our world, no. Cause like this place is terrible. This world is just awful. People are assholes. You're gonna get mugged. Like just 5 steps outside your house, you're mugged like that. Also, Pokemon. I mean, we don't know that. I mean, obviously because Pokemon in the games, it's an RPG. People have money to give you, but I don't. How would you get funds? How would people have money to give you for defeating them, right? And the other thing is everybody just gonna assume they're the main character? They can do whatever the hell they want. I see. One of the things I would, if hypothetically speaking, we were in a Pokemon world, no legendary should be caught because in this scenario, unless they go by that little bit of, I mean, that's not even all legendaries. Legendaries can't breed, right? In terms of the games, they can't breed. So there's only one. But because of the fact that there's different people playing their version of the game, the legendary is right there. But if we were in the real world, there more than likely will only be one, unless they do breed somehow, and you can have multiple of some legendaries. Because there can't be more than one Arceus. They just can't. There can only be one. And there can only be one Palkia and one Dialga and one Giratina. As well as, like, would there only be one Yveltal and one Xerneas? How'd that work? I wasn't there. But yeah, so, and then, like, you have fucking Groudon and Kyogre. That could probably be, like, two Rayquazas, one in the north and one in the south. But, like, some of these guys are fucking strong as fuck, and they blow you away. I refuse to be killed by a damn Rattata. Or a damn fucking, if I run out and, like, get pecked at by a damn Pidove. Well, then again, Pidovs wouldn't do that. Maybe a Rufflet. A Rufflet might do that. I just wouldn't. I mean, I just can't do it. Plus, you know people are going to be hunting that shit for money, like, to sell. You're going to have the Pokemon black market and shit. Then PETA will get... Fuck PETA, man. I don't know. That's how I would see it. Like, it just depends. If we're going by the same logic as the anime, where it's like it's this world just alternate to be kind of like the anime world, or if it's just Pokemon here. So. Anyways, so I guess we're just gonna be done. I mean, there's no just kidding. It is 11:30. I can technically. How long have I been streaming? I just want to see. I still said so. Yokai Watch versus Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, I can only tell you about the OG Yu-Gi-Oh and the GX version. So I refuse to watch 5Ds because that shit was bullshit, and I never saw Zexal. I think there's another one. Is there one after Zexal? I think there is. I don't know. Regardless, I haven't seen anything past GX, right? So I can't really say much about the rest of it. But I mean, they're not really similar. Okay, because Yokai Watch is skits that are comedy based, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh, well, depending on which saga. Like I said, the only ones I watched were the first original series and the GX one. The original is all about, you know, Egyptian prophecy and like the darkness inside the world and shit like that, taking the form of a freaking card game. And GX is a school where people learn how to be duelists, how to use their decks effectively, and what cards do what and how they work and shit like that, and learning to be the best duel master ever. And then they also have to deal with some shit because you can't have a Yu-Gi-Oh game or Yu-Gi-Oh show without some shit going crazy and ridiculous and the fate of the world lying in the balance. So honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh is just a serious fucking show. Like, The first season of GX was all fun and games. Like obviously there were some serious moments, but for the most part, it was just a fun, like relaxed, chill show. It wasn't until like the second, like close to the finale of season one, man, like when you started season two, where shit just got fucking crazy ridiculous, and you had this fucking like underground like what the fuck was he? Was he the? I think the the founder of the school who has crazy fucking magic and shit. I don't know. I never understood that one. And then after that, you have the fucking cult shit. Oh god, I still never understood that arc because there was like three different like bad guys going. Well, was it three? I think there was like three villains going on, like three villain organizations. You had like the dark shit. You had like the fucking what the hell was it? It was the dark shit. You had the cult people, and then you had something else. It was fucking insane. So I don't know, like you can't really compare the two because, like I said, Yokai Watch is a bunch of just random comedy sketches, and Yu-Gi-Oh is an overarching art story of like the first season, all about Egypt and the magic behind Egypt and the merging the past and the present and dark magic and the shadow realms and like all these crazy battles that used to happen in Egyptian time are now in the form of a video game, or not a video game, a card game. And then GX is a school where you learn how to do this shit, and you got to deal with crab saving the world. I don't really think they are similar. If I was to choose one, Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly, just because like I don't like a lot of the sketches. You know, kind of like Inaho's stuff. Inaho's segments are okay, and honestly, they're the only good thing about the show. So I still I hate most of Kato's stuff. Um, but Yu-Gi-Oh's, I mean, sure, it's kind of dark and gritty and all that stuff, but I personally enjoyed it. How good are you around kids? It depends. I have a lot of patience, but I don't deal with stupidity. Ignorance is something that bothers me. Obviously, that's a big problem with kids. Like if it's just a random kid that doesn't know any better, then sure, fine. But when it's a kid that like thinks they know more better and they thinks they know more, when they're just spouting random crap, I can't, I can't, I can't. I just, I'm just like, why? Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about. I can usually, well, depending on the age range too, because if it's like if they're in like the 10 to like 14, 15 range, most of the time we're not gonna get along because that's like around the time where they're trying to discover themselves when they're trying to like different like separate themselves from the world because they want to be their own thing but also trying to fit in. You can't. I just can't communicate. If it's anything younger, I can do pretty relatively well, unless they're raised by asshole like stupid parents or people who don't know what the fuck they're doing and they're just dicks. So, and then after like when they're getting closer to like their 20s, um, like around the 15, 16, 17, 18 range, a little easier to talk to because at that point they're more relatable. They can actually it makes it easier for them to relate to you, so you can kind of communicate. So, how would you act when you have kids of your own? I'm not having kids. Have I not said this? I could have sworn I already talked about this. I'm not having kids. I'm adopting. Fuck that noise. I mean, I'm adopting if I find somebody. Because if I'm gonna be, I ain't raising a kid by myself. Hell no. Um, and I know that process takes a long time, so you know how it goes. But for the most part, I would rather just adopt a child, and if I adopt a child, they're gonna be a lot older. I'm not having no baby. That's a lot of work, and I'm not dealing with that. See, hamster girl, you're part of the exception, but also you're not you're. It's not like I'm physically like dealing with you, right? I mean, you're a fan. You watch my stuff and you comment on my stuff and you say this and say. But for the most part, I mean, but you're also in that age range. Like I said, I mean, 15 is like the middle range, but that's still I would kind of consider that a little bit more on the younger side. But like where you're still trying to find yourself in this world. But yeah, why would you adopt? Wouldn't you want your child to have your blood? There's too many people in this world. We're already overpopulated. Why would you make more kids? There's plenty of children out there that have no families, and they're in the foster care system where a lot of the times they can't get the attention they need. I really don't care to have somebody of my own blood. I'm not trying to fuck this world up more than it is. Like I said, we are actually overpopulated. The Earth is overpopulated right now. We don't need to make any more kids. Unless we start killing old people. It's like, and don't take that as I said, go out and kill old people. I'm just saying those are the two options. I mean, I know why people have kids. People die every day worldwide, including that does. I get that, but that doesn't change the fact that the Earth is overpopulated. Like, no matter how many people die every day, there's just as many people being born. I'm telling, like, if you look it up right now, the world is overpopulated. Well, there's too many fucking people here. So unless, well, I mean, I guess maybe killing old people might have been too exaggerated. Start sending people to space, build colonies, you know, move to the planet. Our resources are depleting. There's no, like, I personally do not want to add to this fucking, yeah, no, I refuse to do that. And that's something that if I do end up finding, a woman to be with me and all that stuff, that's gonna be one of the things I said. Is like, if you want kids, adoption. I'm not having any kids of my own because I do not need to bring another child into this world that's already super populated. How? I think it's a great idea to adopt, though. I don't think I'll have children when I'm older. I mean, it's up to you. Like I said, people, you can choose whatever the hell you want. I'm just saying, I refuse to have a child because the world is already overpopulated as it is, and there's plenty of kids in the adoption system that don't have families. Doesn't adoption cost money? Yeah, so does having a child. What's your point? The thing about it is, if you adopt if you adopt a child, you have you have to obviously pay for all the paperwork and get all that stuff done. But when you're gonna have a kid of your own, not only do you have to pay for all the your significant other needs, your wife or your girlfriend, whatever the hell, all the medical stuff that she needs to take. She also needs to take, she needs to do routine checkups, which also cost money. And all the women get cravings, so then you have to do that. Also costs money. You also gotta buy stuff. You gotta buy clothing because they can't wear the same clothes. For that, so it's at the end of the day, most of the money you're paying to do adoption is gonna be either the same or less than all the money you're gonna be using for actually having your own child. So like at the end of the day, it's not like there's a difference. And then on top of that, you have to then pay for that child for years, like a longer period of time. Because like I said, if I adopt, it's going to be a kid that's a little bit older already. So that's already less money you have to pay over time. It sounds very difficult. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you have to like, connect with them, obviously, because where either they lost their parents when they were really, really young, or their parents abandoned them, or they were taken away from their parents. A lot of these things, are factors, and there's always going to be the thing of, you're not the real parent. That's fine. But that's why you have to really connect with the kid. If you adopt a child, would you get a child with special needs or just get a child? Well, it all depends, right? Obviously, the problem with a special needs child is they require um, they require a lot of attention. So I don't know if I mean at that point it just depends. Like I would rather adopt a child that. See, the thing is, this is the problem with special needs kids. There's not a lot of things that can help them get out of that problem. So there's no future for them. I mean, obviously that sounds awful when I say it like that, but I mean, if I adopt a child with special needs, I'm gonna have to be taking care of them for the rest of their life, because most of the time there's nothing that can help them with their situation. Whereas if I adopt a child without any mental issues or any like physical problems or ailments or anything like that require special needs, you can set them up for a future. You can be like, and also I guess the only difference there is that the child with special needs will accept you no matter what, because then you took care of them. Whereas obviously you're gonna have those moments with the other child of, hey, you're not my real parents and stuff like that. No matter what situation they were in, whether their parents died, they were put in the foster system, their parents gave them away, so they have no parents, or they were taken away from their parents. No, regardless of which situation, they're still always gonna have that idea of, you're not my real parents. So you're gonna have to obviously have to, deal with that. I don't know. It's just a balance. Like, if I want a child, I want them to have a future. So I would rather get a child. I mean, I know that they're, like I said, that's why it depends. If it's a child that doesn't is gonna be one of those where they won't actually have they can't have a future. I don't know if that would be one that I would try to adopt, because if I'm gonna have a kid, if I'm gonna adopt a kid, I want them to have a future. That's why I'm taking them out of the foster system. So I want them to live life. I want them to have something in that's theirs and stuff like that. And I want them to experience everything. And they can't do that in the foster system. So if it's a child, whether their mental disorder or whatever they have is mild enough that they can function in society and they can have a future, then sure, I could go for it. But if they can't, because they require a lot of special attention and a lot of care, I can't see myself going through that. Like, because then obviously not only it'll be kind of a waste. I will have to take care of this kid their whole life, and then when I die, who's gonna take care of them then? So it's like, that's kind of the mentality I have. Ow. What age range would you adopt? I would say that between 8 and like 13, somewhere around there. Like when they're not a kid, they're not a baby anymore. But they're at that point where you can still technically you still have the opportunity to teach them, but they're not old enough to have this level of independence. So I think around between 8 and 13, that range. Again, this is all assuming I find a lady. Okay, if I don't find somebody to be with, then there's no way in hell I'm adopting, because I am not raising a child by myself. I refuse. But it would be harder if they don't know English and you adopt one from ages 8 to 13. Well, but my primary language is Spanish. So why would it be hard if they don't know English? I know I speak English with you guys because that's how the channel is, but my first language is Spanish. So that's not really a problem. What if they don't? Why? Okay. If they're a child in my system, in my foster care system, they're gonna speak Spanish. It, there's not a lot of languages here. It's either English or Spanish. Like, that's just how my country is. There's not really a lot of options in terms of languages. You're gonna know one of the two. Remember, I don't live in the U.S. Remember that. I don't live in the U.S. where there's billions of variety of kids. Do you only speak English on YouTube and a few oceans? Yeah, well, I mean, mainly yes, because it all depends. Obviously, where I'm gonna start working, they actually would prefer it if you're able to speak both languages, like if you're bilingual, because they do have clients that are in other countries that would speak English, so it definitely helps out. But for the most part, I just speak English. Like there's no there's really no reason for me to speak English around anywhere here. I just speak Spanish. Well, no, I mean, if see the problem with what you're talking about now is that's even harder to get somebody from a different country. That shit would take years to adopt a child from another country. Not only that, but then you have to do the whole exporting. Bring them here. It's just a lot easier for me to adopt a kid here. I wouldn't actually go out of my way to adopt a kid from somewhere else. It's a bit weird. Yeah, yeah. English is the highest spoken language worldwide. Yes, I know that. It's also the language of business. That's why. Actually, that's a lie. That's actually a lie. Well, worldwide, I guess you could. Not even Chinese. I think it's Mandarin actually. I think Mandarin is the most spoken language. That's because China is fucking half the world population in their damn country. So English is definitely close. I believe in terms of business, English is definitely the number one language because it's you can cross so many barriers with that. But for the most part, I believe the three highest languages. I think it's Mandarin or it's either Chinese or Mandarin. I don't remember which one of the two it is. And then Spanish and English are like right next to each other in terms of like worldwide consumption. But China definitely has the most because literally they have half the population of this planet. Not really that much. I mean, they have a huge portion. I think they got like a couple billion people in that country. So they got a lot of people talking over there. Plus, they move everywhere. There's definitely a lot of Chinese people around the world. So that language also moves with them. You know, I think that's what I think that was. I heard that somewhere recently where they were like that. China has different Chinese languages like Taiwanese, the one in Hong Kong. Forgot the name. I don't know anything else. Like I said, I think one of them. I don't remember if it's Mandarin, the one that's like number one. I don't remember which one's like the main like language in China. I think it's Mandarin though. I know they have different dialects. That's why I said like there was. That's why I mentioned Mandarin because I know for a fact that's one of the dialects in there that they have. China, big ass country too. What is your dream place to travel to? Japan. That's literally like it's literally the main place I want to go. Japan. I want to visit Japan. Chill out, be amazing, be cool. I just want to experience that culture. You know the weird thing is I found this it's weird, right? Because you would think, and I actually thought that it was all about the anime stuff because well, I watched a lot of anime, and anime is from Japan. And like I actually used to think that. I still believe that's one of the main reasons why I want to go. But this is the weird but, right? I actually was in my I went to my first house. Well, not my first. The second house I lived in, which was where my dad lives. I mean, well, he also lives here. Anyways, the other house that we have, which is like in the capital city, you know, and so I went there and I actually found some of my old like schoolwork that I used to have, and I actually made a paper in like second grade. Second grade? I think it was second grade. I made like a research paper titled "If Puerto Rico Had Been Colonized by Japan," and I do a lot of like. Obviously, I'm assuming my mom and dad helped me make that. There's no way in hell I was able to make that by myself. But the fact that even in second grade, I was already like thinking about Japan, and I was so invested in their culture. This Japan has had a hold on me for my entire life. I must have been Japanese in another life. If I mean I know that not everybody believes in that. Okay, I know. I'm not even one of those people that believes in that. But I'm just saying there must be some reason why I'm so like focused on Japan. It's not even funny. I went there this summer with my mom and my brother. That's cool. I always wanted to go there. I'm assuming. I mean, Tokyo has to be awesome. I went to the Tokyo Tower, Mega Pokemon Center, and ate sushi and saw kawaii signs everywhere. I want to go to the anime shop district. That's one of the main places I want to go. But I also don't want to just stay in Tokyo. I want to go to Osaka and like maybe where else was it? Not Nakigawa, I think is. I want to explore a lot of the country. Like I don't just want to go there just to stay in Tokyo. I know Tokyo is like the main place you want to go to, but I actually want to explore like the countryside area and all that stuff because I live in the countryside. That's why I mean I'm used to this. This is where I live. There's freaking trees and grasslands everywhere. I literally live on the countryside in Puerto Rico, so it's like I would really like to see that in if I go to Japan, like see that aspect. Like I don't want Like obviously I will like be in Tokyo for a bit and like explore and all that stuff. But I personally just want, excuse me, I want to visit a lot of places there. We're supposed to go to other places, but I also went to the Philippines, Hong Kong, and Singapore. My family travels a lot. I can't do that. I don't know about that. I would see the thing about I don't know if I want. I've never really thought about going to the Philippines because if I'm gonna go in that southeast like that Southeast Asia area, I might as well just go to Hawaii. Even though like I know Hawaii is not part of that; it's U.S. territory. But I would rather go to Hawaii because it's actually like a tropical paradise. I mean, I don't know. I've never really been in too enamored with going to China. And Singapore. I mean, Australia. So I'm gonna say, I mean, I kind of want to visit Australia, but at the same time, I don't know. But realistically speaking, the only place I really want to go to is like Japan and like Canada, just because Canada, they have their shit together. I want to see what the hell those people are like doing over there to have their shit so well together. They have fucking wizards somewhere. I know for a fact. No, realistically speaking, those are like the two places I want to go to. I don't really plan on visiting anywhere else. Like if I have a chance to, obviously I'll go. But for the most part, I really don't have plans. Like it's it's Japan first and foremost, and then like one day eventually go to Canada just to chill out, hang out. Canada's my place. There's a couple people from Canada that watch my channel. Uh, Nate, Nate or Nitro Flame as it shows up here. He's also from Canada. You mean your anthem? I mean, I don't know if you guys actually call it a song, but we call it an anthem. Yeah, I know what it is. Our anthem is weird. The province I come from in Canada is Alberta. There's a lot of places in Alberta, or in Canada. So, wow. British Columbia. I don't know where these places are, by the way. I know they're there. And if I ever do go to Canada, I obviously want to get like a map and like see where I could go. Um, but for right now, I'm not really like going looking at maps shit to know exactly where is what. But I can take suggestions. Like if I ever have the opportunity to go to Canada, I want to make like a thing where people can suggest me places to go. Because I know if you suggest it now, I'm gonna completely forget about it. Oh God, tired. Actually, you know what? I'm streaming for 3 hours, which is what I've been waiting for. It is midnight. I will go to sleep. Tomorrow, I gotta deal with Pokemon, and I gotta do a lot of stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Yes, I remember that channel. I don't know why you switch between them in the streams. But anyways, I really want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys coming in. Like I said, this is potentially the last stream. If I have some way, let's say, actually, this is what I'm gonna do. When I do start working, I'm gonna try to have a stream that weekend just so I can be like, hey, I'm working now, everything's cool. I basically give you guys like my first experience of my job and shit like that and other stuff. So, but thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been SoresanCrockxen. Good night to you all. Dude, I mean, it all depends on when I have vacation days. I know that they told me I do get vacation days, but they're kind of, I don't know how they're gonna spread them out. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you guys. You guys are amazing. Best fans I could have asked for. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I will see you guys maybe in future streams and future videos. Good night.